Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to use my backend e-commerce API that I've created. So in order to access this API, you're going to need to go to my GitHub. It's github.com/ajkalipak. You're going to come here to the repositories and click here on the e-commerce backend. In order to use this, you're going to want to click this green button to download the code. We're going to be cloning the code here. Just click this little copy button and you'll be able to get the link for it. You're going to then open your command interface, command prompt, whatever you guys use. I'm using git bash. And then type git clone and paste in the link that you just copied. Click enter, and you will successfully be in it. You can type ls, and as you see, we have our e-commerce. So let's change our directory into the e-commerce backend. And just to make sure that you are in the correct one, you'll either see this little main right here, or you can even type in a git branch if you don't see that. And if you see main, then you're good to go. Let's go and clear this up. Now, in order to begin installing and before you're able to actually run it, there's a few things you need to do. First, make sure you have Node downloaded on your local machine. If you don't, you can go to Node's website and download it there. To check if you have it, you can just type in node-v. And as long as you see this version number, then you'll be good. I'm using, as you can see, version 14.15.1, just as a reference for the future. Let's go ahead and clear this up one more time, and we can begin after you've installed Node. Go ahead and type npm install. This will install all the dependencies needed for this project. As you can see, once you get this little green 0, then you're pretty much set to go. For some reason that broke it. We'll just keep it minimized then. All right, so you're now going to want to type in code dot. This will open your code editor that you decide to use. If you don't have one, go ahead and download one. I'm using Visual Studio Code, as you see here. You can also use any coding editor that you can find online. There's plenty of good ones out there. I prefer this one. So in order to make this work, you're going to need to create something called a .env folder. This will be able to, because I'm using MySQL for this project and SQLize. So you're going to need this in order to even be able to run anything. So we're going to go ahead and click this little add file button and just type in .env. Here you're going to be putting in some information. You're going to be putting in a db underscore name. Oops. And you're going to put the name of the database, which in this case, it's going to be e-commerce underscore db. If you decide to change it, just put it to whatever you decide to name it. We're going to also put in the db underscore user. And whatever here, you're going to put, make sure you have them in quotes as well, all these in quotes. And whatever your username is for your MySQL. And also your DB password, which is also going to be your password for your for MySQL. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to paste these in, show them off screen. I'll put in my username. Just don't want to show my credentials here. All right, you're also going to be able to need to save that .env folder. So there shouldn't be a little like white symbol up here or a little white circle. Once you see that and it's all saved, you should be set to go. All right, now we're going to be pretty much living in here for now. So in order to create the database, you're going to be typing in MySQL. Just make sure you have MySQL installed, of course, and you have an account. So we're going to go ahead and get into the MySQL CLI. In order to initiate it, it's going to be mysql-u root-p. You're going to enter your password. And once you're there, you're going to see this. Here you're going to be typing in source db/schema. This is going to create all the tables required for this project. Go ahead and click enter. Once you see that everything's okay, you have no errors or warnings, you should be all set to go to start this project. Type quit. And here you can go on from here and start creating everything by typing in npm start. We'll just do that now, for example. As you see, you should see all this. All the tables are created and everything, and it's listing on 3001. You can go to your localhost 3001, and you should be able to add things in like Postman or Insomnia, whatever you decide to use. In this case, I've also created a seed file to use. That way you can start off with pretty much pre-populated data. So like there are categories and products and stuff that you can use already. We're going to be doing this in this case. You can do it as well. We're going to hit Control C, and then we're going to type npm run seed. Of course, this is optional. Just make sure you add all your stuff into your database, as I will show you in a sec. So we're going to type in npm run seed. As you see, as long as you see all this and don't see any errors, you'll be all set to go. We're going to click npm start again to restart our server. And it is listening on port 3001, so we should be set to go. Now you should go to your Postman or Insomnia core. In this case, I am using Insomnia. So we're going to be showing you how to do this. It's relatively the same to Postman, whatever you decide to use. So you're going to be going to uh, this address. It's http localhost 3001/API, and then depending on what you're going to be doing, for example, if you want to view all the categories or do anything with the categories, it's going to be /categories. For tags, it's going to be /tags, and for products, it's going to be /products. So let's get started. We're going to go ahead and do the categories first. So all we had to do is click send. Whoops, something's not right here. Let's see what's wrong. It is started on 3001/categories. Should be working. Let's try to debug this. I'll be right back, actually. All right, there's a little bit of technical difficulties, but it's working now. All I did was pretty much reset my server. I just Control-C and npm restart again. I don't know why I had a little bit of lag there, but I did. But now, as you see, refresh, it's working now. So let's go back to our Insomnia. As you can see, we can click send, and we will get all of our different categories in JSON format. I'm going to show you how to just get one. So you can, after the slash right here, you can put in an ID as shown here. There's a few different IDs based off what you do. Let's go ahead and get the music one. That's going to be ID 3. Click send. And as you see, we got music. We can do the same thing for tags. So we just click send it here. And as you see, we get all of our tags in JSON format. And let's go ahead and get rock music, which is ID of 1. Click send. And we get rock music and all of its information. Do the same thing for product. We click send and we get all of our products. Let's get the cargo short, or cargo shorts product actually. It is. Let's get idea of 4. See what we get. Top 40 music compilation vinyl record. So that's what we got. Alrighty, let's go ahead and now show you how to create some data. So in this case, we are going to create random here. I have it preset already. Whenever you're posting data to categories, it's going to be called category underscore name as the key. The value is going to be whatever you decide to put. Just make sure you have these quotes around it. If you're going to be working on the front end, just make sure that it's set up to where category name is the key. So let's go ahead and send this. And as you can see, we get 200 OK, ID of 6, and the category name. We can redo this by hitting get. Let's get everything. Give me one moment. Sorry for the interruption. We click send on the categories, and as you see, we have random down here, the one we just created with ID of 6. Let's go ahead and create a tag now. worry about that. So when you're creating a tag, you're going to want to type in tag underscore name for the key, and then its value, whatever you'd like. In this case, it's going to be random. As you see right here, we currently don't have a random tag at the bottom. So ID of 8 is where it ends. Let's go ahead and post this new random tag. As you see, we have an ID of 9 with a tag of random. And let's go ahead and re-get everything. And 1 has been added to the bottom of ID of random. We're going to go ahead and create a product now. In this case, we're going to have the product name of random. The price is going to be $150. The stock is going to be 1. That's how many we have. Tag IDs is going to be 9, which was that ID for the tag that we created, was called random. And the category ID of 6, which was the ID of the random we created as well. Let's go ahead and send this out. As you see, we got 200 OK, ID of 13, product ID of 6, and tag ID of 9. If we go ahead and let's get everything. Go to the very bottom, as you see, ID of 6, random 150, and we got all of its associated properties like the categories and the product tags. Alrighty, let's go ahead and now show you how to update everything. So it's going to be through the post route. We're going to call our new category name of 1, 2, 3. Or I'm sorry, it's going to be put. I get those confused a little bit. So put is going to be the one we're going to be doing. Always make sure when updating you have this ID after the categories. In this case, we're going to update the category of 6. As you see here, category 6 is random. So we're going to turn it into random 1, 2, 3. Let's click send. We get 200 OK, 1 change. And if we re-get everything, you'll see that random changes to random 1, 2, 3. That's perfect. We're going to go ahead and now do the put for the update for the tag. We're going to call it random 1, 2, 3 as well. As you see, when we got it, there was no random 1, 2, 3 here. We can even click send again just to double check. As you see, still just random. Let's do our put, click send, and as you see, we get 1 change, 200 OK. Let's go ahead and get this again, and now it is changed to random 1, 2, 3. And lastly, we're going to be doing our put for our products. So let's go ahead and find out what product we're going to be doing, it was the random one, which has an ID, it looks to be ID of 6. Am I correct? Yes. So let's go ahead and change number 6. This will be our put, random 1, 2, 3 is what we're going to be changing the name to. Click send, and we have a bad request. Let's see what we did here. Random 1, 2, 3, random 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think it worked. I'm not sure why we're getting a 400 error though. Let's see. Let's change it to 456. Click send. Get real quick. And 456. Okay, so it's working, but there might be an error in my code that I'll have to fix, saying there's a 400 error when there really should not be. I think it's just because we're not getting anything back. But it is indeed changing. As you see, I click the get, it changes to random 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is perfect. All right, let's go ahead and go through all the delete routes. So we're going to go ahead and now delete every single one that we created. As you see, we have API category 6. 6 was our category name for our ID for random 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and delete it now. Click send. We got a 500 error. Let's see here. Random 1, 2, 3. Go to the delete route, category of 6. Equalize constraint error. Cannot delete or update panel for key constraints. Delete by D6. Let's see if we delete 5. No, we cannot. Let's see here. Let's try to delete the product first. Which product do we want to delete? We want to delete random 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is ID of 6. Let's go ahead and try to delete 6. Click send. That worked. Okay, so let's go ahead and click back. Now, as you see, it's completely deleted. Let's delete the tag. And the ID was, let's see, ID of, we want to get tag, ID of 9. Let's see, we're going to go with the ID of 9. We still get a 200 OK. And now we should be able to get the tags, click send. And as you see, no more it is. No more random. Let's retry to delete this. Click 6. As you see, now we're able to delete the categories. There's a foreign key constraint, which pretty much means if there's anything associated with it, it's not going to be able to delete it, which is fine. So we're going to go ahead and recheck the get categories. And as you see, it's there no more. So just ensure that you delete all your products and stuff that's associated with your category in order to delete your category itself. And that will be the end of this project. Yeah, everything is good now. So yeah, that's going to be the end of it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.